Hi everyone, I'm Patty Barr. I'm the Director of iCater here at the University of Iowa. And today we are continuing our app webinars with the app Typ O HD. So it is in my word prediction folder. And you can see in my word prediction folder I have Brevity, Co-Writer, iWordQ. Brevity is a 99-cent app, hasn't been updated for a few years. Co-Writer is on $19.99. iWordQ is $20.99, and Typ O HD is $14.99. Wow, it's the one I didn't write down on my cheat sheet here. There's also a Typ O Writing for Everybody that's $4.99, and they say that the difference between Typ O HD and Typ O Writing for Everybody, besides the $10, is that you get 100 voice credits with the $4.99 app. So if you're using the voice parts of this, you might want the HD part, the HD version. And if you're just using it for writing, you might be able to get by with the $4.99 version. So let's go ahead and get started. This is what the app looks like. And when you start out, you can use any keyboard that you want. So we could go to any keyboard. And I'm just going to stay with this one. This is a standard one. One of the first things you'll see is that there's a way that you can delete notes. You can save notes. If you go, you can email these out, or you could add those to another app. I'm going to skip over that one for these two for a minute. Go on to settings, and you can choose whether I need my spelling is pretty good, or I need a little help, or I need a lot of help. So this is where you can just choose how much help you need. And then you can choose whether it's US English, UK English, Australian, German, Spanish, or French that you're going to be using. And then your font size. Oh, you got to do it on the iPad, not on the computer. And then you can have either Art Deco, which is what we've got right now. Nighttime will give you a white text on a black background, or Urban is going to give you a gray background, or Rough is going to give you a little lighter gray background. So I'm just going to go back to this Art Deco, and we're going to keep going. So one of the things that I thought was pretty neat about this app is that the voice is really good. So if you wanted to hear these things before you actually put them into your document, you can hear them.
The capital if.
So I hope you can hear those. And you can either tap the letter to put the word into the document. So I wanted to say the first thing I want to tell you is the first thing isn't there, so I've got to start typing. And somehow I got caps on. The first thing, T, thing is there. It's not giving me the word, but I wanted W-A-N, wanted is over here. It's not speaking to me anymore. I'm not sure why. Wanted. Okay. So one of the things you can think of is this would be for people that are having a hard time typing, so people with physical disabilities. So that's where you might want to tap on the word and put it into the document. Another way of thinking about this is maybe you want to use this for people with dyslexia. And this was actually marketed for people with dyslexia. So the idea with that is that if you're using phonetic spelling, so for example, were comes up, and usually it speaks very nicely. But you can tell what it is that you are going to put into your document by listening to it before you tap on it. And what they were saying with dyslexia is what you really want to do is have them copy the word into the document. So instead of tapping on it and having it automatically go in, if you want people to learn how to spell and their needs are to learn how to spell, then you're going to want them to copy, because that's going to give them better options for learning to spell. Okay, so for example, I was going to put in the word first. Excuse me. F-E-R. First comes up, and usually it says first in a nice voice. So I could either tap that in, or I can go back and I can correct my spelling. By typing. Another thing I wanted to show you was this topic dictionary, this piece right up here. So for example, if I'm in chemistry and I type in HY, look at the words that come up. Hydrogen, hydrolysis. What if I'm in sociology and I put in HY? What are the words that come up? Hygiene, hypothesis. So it's kind of neat to see these topic dictionaries for different, biology, chemistry, engineering, history, math, physics, sociology, or no topic. I thought that was a real nice thing that I have not seen in other apps. Another thing you might want to look at when you're using this app is to go into your settings on your actual iPad. So I'm going to go to my settings, and all the way down to the end I've got Typ O HD right here. So I'm in my general settings, Typ O HD, and you're going to want to, if you want to use the voice input option on this app, you're going to want to make sure that the microphone is available. And then this is another place where you could choose whether you need a lot of help or I need some help, or I'm pretty good. Another spot, they suggest that you don't use this reset user predictor. Profanity filter you're probably going to want on. Predict the next word you're going to want on. And predict phrases on or off, I think depending on your user, you're going to want to change those. They mentioned that you're probably going to want the reading speed very slow. And then when you go down, again, this is a place that you can change your excuse me, theme to Art Deco, Urban, Nighttime, or Rough. And then this is where you can change your font size as well, down at the bottom. So this again is an app that is marketed for people with dyslexia. I like that it's got English, German, French, and Spanish. It is predicting with phonetic spelling. I love the topic dictionaries, and it is a little bit less expensive than Co-Writer or iWordQ. And one other thing I forgot to show you on the actual app, let's go back to that, is that you can actually use voice for, so this little icon right here is to use voice. So let's see if it'll take my voice. This is a really fun app. Okay, there it is, using my voice. So that's it for today. Just want to make sure that you know that next week we're going to be on Tuesday instead of Wednesday, so March 15th instead of the 16th. And then I'd also like to invite you to Appy Hour. That's going to be March 26th. It's a Thursday from 4 to 5 Central Time. And bring your favorite apps, and I'll be up on Zoom, and hopefully you will share your apps with me, and anyone else that's here live in our new iCater space. And hope to see you again next week. Thanks.